My apologies to the stream. Dude.
If I miss or if they save, it still does half damage.
Wow.
Yeah, those are the cantrips in the 2024 revised edition of Dungeons and Dragons. Hello, everybody. I am your host and DM, JC Dittmer. Welcome back to another episode of Two Nerds, One Quest, where we did not interrupt Jeff as we started because he was talking about rules, and that's why we like him, amongst other reasons.
That's the only reason we like him.
No, that's why.
And that man in the Packer shirt, in the Jordan Love shirt with the busted knee is, well, wait a minute, no busted knee on him, is one Tom M. Norman.
I am old.
He's got the busted mic this morning. Your mic's on IR.
Yeah. I
doing?
am old, and my knees aren't great. So there's that.
Period.
Period.
Yeah.
And the man rocking the Stone Cold shirt at the top of my screen, I don't know where he is on yours, is one Ryan Crixus Kukta. How you doing this morning, sir?
Oh, hell yeah. Ready for a great Sunday. It's shitty outside, so I'm going to stay in. Crush Dungeons and Dragons, Milwaukee Brewers, Green Bay Packers, in that order.
I need another
Yeah, I
D&D
can't
book
wait.
to smash together over my head and then bask in the shower of paper.
You got it.
And last but not least, the lovable dragon, the limerick maker, lazy dragon. He's a lovable dragon too. The limerick maker, the lore master, one Jeff Williams. How you doing this morning, bud?
Ladies love lazy dragon. Is that what?
Yeah, oh no, ladies love large dragons.
Lovable dragons.
Lovable dragons.
Doing
I'm
good.
just a young, lovable, touchable type of guy. Huggable
Busy,
type of guy.
busy weekend. Two homecomings, a wedding, a Packer game. Well, I'm not going to the Packer game, but
Is Bouncy Troncy fun?
just been kind of a crazy weekend.
Yeah, I was gonna say it is a Packer games are always events for you. Well, this one's in Tennessee.
Yeah, but I have a birthday party to go to down in Appleton, so
Nice. All right. Well, do you have a recap, sir? Wow, a recap. And maybe a limerick? We didn't have these last time.
So
We had a
so I was-
pre-cap.
a pre-cap. Yeah, it was a pre-cap last time. As far as limericks go, I think last time or previously, I think I had tried to get a limerick for every session. Now I think I'm going to try to do more of a creative in-character kind of a thing, like when we stop for a long rest or something, or something important happens. Maybe Pepper will come up with one.
Okay. So
Which
limericks is an old, that's 1.0 Two Nerds, One Quest.
Yeah,
We are
not saying that I
2.0
might
Two
not
Nerds, One Quest.
fall
So it's
back
just a
into
recap.
that, pattern. But that usually means I'm going to have limericks in the queue. So if at any point I need to have one, I'll probably have one sitting there, or three.
All right.
So we started out, and you can watch last week's episode to get kind of the whole background of the world that we're in. But that's an interesting noise. Do you guys hear static?
It's probably me. Maybe.
That's gone.
Or
All
it was
right.
Norm.
So what was Norm? Okay. So
Yeah,
we the city that we are near, the large city of Stormwind, the humans and allies have been called away to war, so the normal folks have to come to the defense of the town or take care of any problems that they would normally. And a paladin has sent us to the Northshire Abbey to deal with issues they're having with wildlife. We need to meet with, we needed to meet with Marshall McBride. So we headed out to a great hall and asked around and found a guy playing solitaire who told us he was on the second floor. Playing solitaire is a loose interpretation of whatever he was doing.
He was playing with cards.
We
By
found,
himself. That counts as solitaire.
we found the marshal on the second floor, up a spiral staircase, through a door, and he told us that they have a gold mine. I believe it was a gold mine to the north that was having issues, and it was possibly kobolds. So against Sue's preferences, we left the abbey on foot and walked there. While walking, we saw some wolves that seemed to be stalking us but didn't approach. We got to the cave. We heard some claw scrabbling and some yips, and there was faint light inside so everyone could see. We were definitely not stealthing based on the armor of the party, and we first fought 5 kobolds, and it started out really well, and then we kind of got to missing after a while, but we still did succeed. We found a small treasure in the room that they were in, went down the second path, had another treasure in that path, and we ended the session at the end of the third path in a room where we found 2, we'll say, better looking kobolds, or stronger looking
Fine,
kobolds.
better. one's bigger, the other one's ugly as hell.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had better.
It's all relative.
Good, better.
And
relative.
and that is where we left off.
Yeah, so the greatest words in all of D&D, folks. Roll initiative.
Side note, JC,
Did you?
I
Yes, sir.
updated my HP.
Okay. Did you fix your con?
I fixed my con.
I was going to say, if you wanted to, you could, because you're killing yourself doing that, dude.
Is the map live active?
Oh, shit. Sorry. No. Did you roll initiative? There you go.
Not yet.
Map should be active now. Sorry. My bad. I forgot.
Doing maps.
It's not.
And I know I mentioned it
there.
in the.
You gotta hit go.
It's loading.
Loading.
And I did mention a comment from one of our viewers that having the dice rolls on screen was awesome, so they could see everything live as we did it. So if that's something we can keep doing, that would be probably much appreciated.
Keep the game log up and use the enroll roller thing. It helps people celebrate with us with the things with the stuff. Why do you have advantage on initiative?
I think that's one of my specialty things.
You alert or something? The alert feat or
that
Someone
might
has
be it.
alert.
Yeah, that might be my.
I have alert, but that's not what it does.
oh, okay.
Oh, you have something of warning, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. You took a thing of warning.
I do.
Yeah.
So now is a good time to discuss my alert, though.
yeah.
I can swap initiative with any one willing ally. So just consider that as we go forward. If it makes more sense to me be on the front end, I can swap initiatives with people.
Well, those are your initiatives. So if you'd like to switch with anyone,
I rolled an 8, which is fine.
Grim has a 10 and Sue has an 11.
I don't know if you guys noticed, I switched my dice. I am currently using the Lego dice.
I don't know if we can see your dice. We just see a roll.
Oh, you see the roll.
Mm-hmm.
The dice are for you.
I think if you click on it in the dice tracker, you can see what the roll and the die were. But I've never used a Lego dice set before.
I didn't know there were Lego dice. If you click on the roll in the tracker, Pepper roll. Nope, I re-rolled for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't see it either. But
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just you.
Ew.
All right.
So I guess
does anyone want to
question
change
is,
or no?
yeah, do you want to?
I mean,
Do you want to take first action, Sue?
Can I take a reaction right away?
Before having a turn? I don't think so.
Okay.
typically reactions
react?
require something to happen.
Yeah.
I think as long as you're not surprised, you can take a reaction before your turn, but you still have to have the triggering.
You have to have something.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever it says.
So like hit by something or fall off of something.
Or something happen,
Gotcha.
which you may be able to. I'm just waiting to see if you guys are switching initiative order at all. And I'm
Yeah.
looking up one rule.
I would say if Grimhawk would like to go first, I would switch with him.
All right, is that easy to do, John?
Yep, that is very easy to do. So
All
I
right.
make you 11, and I make him 10. Whoops, not 1,010. 10. All right. That's what I was waiting for. And now we can go. And you guys are not first. I have to look up one other thing quick. Size among there's side order among checkers. Size between a monster and a player. Okay, cool. So if there are ties in initiative, players decide ties amongst them. DM decides ties amongst monsters. If a monster and a player tied, the DM decides.
That feels right.
That's what the 2024 rules say. If you don't like it, talk to Chris Perkins and Jeremy Crawford.
The DM should always decide, right?
I mean, as long
I
as
would
there's
think so.
as long as there's a good story reason, we can't ever really dispute it. You know,
Yeah, right?
we're obviously making noise, so they know we're coming.
Clearly, yeah. Oh shit! No, I need the. I don't need the pan tool. I need the selection tool. Is this kobold who looks kind of wiry and cloth laden with like charms hanging around him, is going to roll down to here, and he is going to he's gonna look like he's pooping, but he's concentrating real hard, and the circle on his head is gonna light up. And I need a dexterity saving throw from Grimhawk and Sue, as 2 bolts come sailing out of his glit on his head.
10.
That's gonna fail.
19.
That one saves. So you take half, Tom, and you take full. Ryan, where are dice? I need dice. Here are dice. Of this. Oh, nice. 2.
Feels good.
So I take 1.
That's fair enough. You take 1. Yep. You take 1, and I need to change my dice because I don't like using those dice in the morning. Then that moves us to Grimhawk.
And then I look over to the side and I realized he singed my armor a little bit, and so I really can't see the boss until it's too late. I've got it in for number 1.
I don't think he has reach at all. Oh,
10 feet.
no, he doesn't have a 10-foot reach. It's only 5 foot. He's little. It's just what it is.
All right.
Cool.
And so I'm going to take my Warhammer.
Yep.
And just really make him feel it.
Okay.
Hopefully. 12 to hit.
Misses.
Unfortunate. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
All right. That moves us to Sue.
All right.
Do you do anything with a free action or bonus action?
Nothing that I need to do right now.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to come in 5, 10, 15,
You see a guy to your right, and you see the guy in front of you.
20,
And wait.
25. And I am going to cast. Where is it? Shield of Faith on Grim.
Nice.
And then that'll be my turn.
All right. Then it is the boss man's turn. He is going to step in here by Graham, They have pack tactics, so he has advantage on attack rolls.
Of course they do.
The kobolds, of course they do.
Of course.
So his. No, I need this guy. Oh, let's see. He takes his spear that is in his hands. He's going to make 2 different spear attacks on you. The first one's a 21.
That does hit.
It does hit. All right. Oh, for 1. Or 2.
Check
2.
it
It's
off.
1 plus 1.
Okay.
The next one is a 16 to hit.
Does not hit.
Does not hit. All right. Cool. Oh, fuck. No, okay. Too late. I gotta roll at advantage. You gotta remember that when they're in range like this, but that's my fault. Pepper, it is your go.
All right. Pepper will come around the corner,
Ta-da!
stopping right like in the doorway. And Pepper will cast Witch Bolt, targeting the boss.
Ooh,
Witch Bolt, you might say, or you might
the
wonder.
purple one.
So, 16 to hit.
16 does hit him.
All right. So that's 2d12.
Get him.
So it's only 9.
9 points of damage.
And I'll read this. My computer's really loud.
Okay.
A beam of crackling energy lances towards the creature, forming a sustained arc of lightning between you and the target. So then on each of my subsequent turns, that's this concentration spell, I can take a bonus action to deal 1d12 lightning automatically, even if the first attack missed.
Yep.
Spell ends if the target is ever outside of range or if it has total cover. Range is 60 feet. I should be okay. That's all I have.
All right. That moves us back to Shiny Dude. Not Shiny Dude, but robe, emaciated, sorcerer looking kobold.
Sure.
He is going to swing at. He's a little scared at how close Grimhawk got to him, and he's going to swing wildly with 2 dagger attacks. First dagger attack is almost a 20. And I didn't roll with initiative or with advantage again here. Advantage. All right. Second attack. A 12 was the first one, by the way. The second attack with advantage is a critical hit.
Noted.
Crit damage. Roll.
Also noted.
7 critical damage with his dagger.
Ouch.
Then he is going to see. He attacked. He doesn't like being this close to you.
See that?
Yeah, he's gonna run. So you get an AOE if you like. He's gonna go up here.
I mean, I would take it. I'm in the midst of switching my dice up from all this missing. I'm a little crabby at it. So give me 13 seconds here.
Fair enough. It is your turn next, so you can take your attack and then.
All right, great. All right, so I will take the
Opportunity attack.
opportunity attack and swing with the warhammer quick. That's better.
Oh yeah, that hits.
That'll do some smashy. Not much, but 5.
But 5
Yep.
to the boss dude. Let's see.
No, that was
That's
was
number
number
one.
one.
No.
That's the
Yeah.
opportunity attack.
You're right. My bad. Hey, that's not bad for an opportunity attack.
Yeah.
Honestly. All right, now it's actually your turn then.
It's like free money.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely. Why wouldn't you use it? Because now you have your reaction again. It's your turn.
All right, now I'm not trying to give that boss a free shot, so I'm just gonna, like, one fluid motion, just turn right back around and try to pop him in the mouth with this warhammer.
His mouth is wide open. He's screaming at you.
Boy, and that is a fail.
I don't know if he's screaming or laughing. He may be laughing.
Yeah, so he dodged it, I guess.
Yeah, yes, he did. Ducked under it.
Yeah, I'm really not trying to use anything else, and I'm pretty okay.
Okay.
So I'll stick with what I got.
All right, Sue. It is you.
What are you at for health there, Cooch?
I'm decent yet.
You're decent?
More than half left.
All right.
Yep.
He is...
And thanks to your mage, or thanks to your spell, I have pretty high AC, so.
Yeah, I figured. Oh, with the boss standing right there. I'm going to... I mean, I'll Sacred Flame him. He's close enough. I should be able to hit him, no problem, right?
One would think.
One would think. Dexterity saving throw?
All right.
If it's a ranged attack and he's that close,
Oh, yeah.
rolling at
Can't.
disadvantage.
Oh,
Yes.
crap.
I'm assuming the rules haven't changed for that, but
Well, it's a dexterity save, so would he have advantage on it?
oh, then it doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah, because it's not a targeted spell.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
AoE. Yep. So, dexterity saving throw from boss.
Mhm.
Dex saving throw from boss. 11.
Haha, you lose. You take 6 burning damage.
6 burning. Tastes like burning.
Tastes like burning. I hated the purple berries. And then that's gonna be it. I don't think I have anything that's.
All right.
I don't think I have a. Yeah. You go.
That moves us to Boss Man. He is going to swing at Grimhawk.
Feels right. Makes
Oh,
sense
what-
to me.
He doesn't have his advantage now. It's a 19 to hit.
Miss.
And his second swing is a 5. 5 to hit.
Miss.
He is going to Sue. If you want an opportunity attack, he's going to move around Grimhawk and try and
Oh yeah.
base himself between number 1 and him.
I'll flail his ass. With a
Flail
natural
his ass.
1.
That is not going to work. You're lucky that Grimhawk wasn't any closer. I can't arguably have you hit Pepper because Pepper is kind of far away. Is that you drawing, Jeff?
Yeah, I'm prepping.
It is. I think it's your turn at this point. Yes, it is. Because he is done.
Get it.
All right, ignore
Oh.
the circle. Ignore the circle for 1 second.
Oh,
The
good.
witch bolt.
Oh,
I'll
yes.
use
yes.
bonus action to 1d12 the boss.
Ooh, nice. D12. D12 that ass.
It's
What?
only a 3, but hey,
The
you know,
hell,
it's,
people.
it's 3. And then I will cast a 2nd level spell here called Shatter. A loud noise erupts, blah, blah, blah. Each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere centered there on a point within 60 feet makes a con saving throw.
Ooh, boy. Con saving throws. Constitution saving throw. Boss Man. 22. Nat 20.
Yeah, that saves.
And then the sorcerer is a 13.
And that is the save DC. So they both save.
They both
But-
save. Now,
so they take half of.
yeah, because this is a cantrip. This is what you were talking about
Nope.
at the top of the show.
No, this isn't a cantrip.
No,
this
it
is level. This is a level 2 spell.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So
It's just a good spell.
It's just a good spell. 3d8.
How are you casting a level 2 spell?
Because we're level 3.
Do you get level 2 spells at level 3?
Yeah, it's always half of your level. You usually get level 1 at 1 and 2, level 2 at level 2 and or at 3 and 4. I rolled 3 2s on the 3d8, so it's only 6 damage. And that's
Wow.
half of that, so they each take 3.
This has been interesting.
Well, yeah. And I am happy to stay there.
Okay.
All right. Well, that was a level 2 spell. Also,
Alright.
it was really noisy, and it would have any non-magical object that isn't being worn or carried. So I guess I don't know. If there's rocks in the cave would also take the damage.
Sure.
Give him that beautiful damage.
I'll keep that in mind.
And the
Um,
lightning or the witch bolt is still attaching
Still
between me
attached.
and the boss.
Yep. The sorcerer starts casting, and I'm going to need. Oh no, it's a spell attack. So Sue, this is coming at you. 14 to hit.
14 does not hit.
Does not hit.
Not.
Son bitch.
No.
As a bolt of green, acidic looking crap hits the wall over your top of your head. He gets nervous, and he kind of, seeing that it missed, he gets nervous. He kind of clatters his knees together a bit and moves over one spot. Graham, it's your turn.
Nice. I just gotta hit these guys. So
Yes.
here I go again.
What's my weakness?
What's my weakness? Kobolds, apparently.
Oh, kobolds. No.
22 to hit
That-
this guy in the face.
There we go.
That's a success.
And I'm getting cantankerous, so I'm gonna add a divine smite to this.
Cantankerous. I love it. We have a cantankerous Dwarven Paladin. It's amazing.
So there's that. 7 plus 11 feels like an 18.
18. And with that, he is bloodied. Well bloodied.
And
He's not looking so well, honestly.
and I take my warhammer and I just shimmy it like samurai.
That moves us then, if you are complete, yes?
Yeah.
To Sue.
Okay. So boss guys just gotta go away, right? So I'm gonna
Yeah.
toll.
I mean, like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna toll the bell or toll the dead.
Toll
Make 'em
the
make a
dead.
wisdom save.
Wisdom saving throw from the boss man. Wisdom saving throw. Yeah, they're not very bright. How about a 1?
Yeah,
A
that's
2 on the die, -1.
take 6. I don't know. What is that? Sound damage? I heard his ears.
It's
It's a great
It
question.
should
Thunder
say right
damage?
in it.
thunder damage. It should say in it.
Oh yeah, I don't have it open. It's
Oh.
Does it say? It doesn't say necrotic damage.
Necrotic. Well, hey, would you like to describe how it necrotics him to death?
Oh, and I was gonna say I should have rolled a d12 because he's already damaged. But the bells.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, right. The bells are all around him, and he just slowly. It's necrotic, so he starts melting from the top down.
You see kind of the sound waves coming off the bell, just hitting his head and his ears just slowly start drooping, and he collapses inside of his
There we go.
clothing there. There we go. Yep. Absolutely. Does that complete your turn, sir? Are you done?
Yeah. Yep. I'm good.
Would you like to be a pepper too? It's your turn.
All right, I'm going
Because
to.
Boss Man is no longer existent.
Yeah, I will then, since the Witch Bolt then fizzled from the first one, I will cast it again, targeting the number 1.
Oh yeah, Black Run. Forgot about that. Good idea. Targeting number 1.
It is a 14 to hit.
Just misses.
Oh, all right.
Oh.
Both their ACs is 15.
And then, no, I'm good. I'll just stay here.
All right. Let's see. That moves us back to him. All right. He's getting more and more nervous. He's
like, "Don't hit
eyeing
me,
things
bro."
up. He saw his boss melt. He's based on something Sue did, so he's gonna try and attack Sue. Again with a similar spell as he's casting here. That's a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit me.
That feels hit-ish.
Hitish. He's going to use a thunder bolt. 7 damage. Thunder.
7?
7 thunder damage to you. And then he's going to move back 1 space the other way. Because he's fidgety. He doesn't know where to go. He's running around in the corner, panicking, shooting spells off. Hawk. Grim Hawk.
All right. I'm gonna. So the boss is just like a melted puddle of goop. So
Yep.
I'm just gonna kind of like jump over trying to intimidate the number 1, and I'll try to do a similar attack here. So here we go.
Alright.
Smash his face. And 23 to hit feels right.
23 definitely hits.
And a 4.
Ooh. At least some of the dice are rolling high for you.
Yeah. Yeah. I might.
The ones that matter. I mean, you're doing something at least, rather
Yeah.
than rolling low and doing nothing.
Just think.
I think that's the point, right?
it's better than a
yeah,
1.
right. It is much
Even if-
better than a 1.
Even if I'm taking little bites, the broccoli will disappear off my plate, right? So-
Yeah, exactly. Sue, it's your go, sir.
It's like feeding it to the dog.
I can't
No,
imagine.
Eddie, if you
giving
wouldn't feed the dog from the table. Nah, he's just rooting around in your garbage.
I mean, I know what broccoli does to me. Can't imagine a dog having that same issue.
Yikes, bro.
All right. I'll Sacred Flame him. So, dexterity save.
Dexterity save for him. Sorry if I'm distracted here. I'm trying to look something up. Dex save. It looked like a 16. And it was a 6 apparently, though. So it's an 8. So he fails.
He fails. Yes, and he will take
Big time.
5 radiant damage.
Ooh. Oh, let's see damage. Yeah, he's bloodied.
And I'll actually move closer to kind of help track him in 5, 10, 15, 20.
Creeping up on him. Scaring the shit out of him.
Yep.
Literally. Yeah.
Yep, we'll call that good.
All right. That moves us to Pepper. Because the boss is laying on the ground snoozing.
I'm gonna split the uprights
melted.
that are my friends and cast a magic missile from the wand.
Can we
just
give our
level-
kicker magic missile for his field goals?
Yeah. If it wasn't the
None
wand,
of this is-
if she was actually casting it, I was gonna be like the little paper football. Like that would be the flicking it out of her hand. Would be the effect. But so all 3 shots at.
Sorry, I don't have
That's
a
a
I don't have a
two.
sound effect for paper football.
2 plus 4
Is 6.
plus 4.
You want to describe how he dies?
Let's say, okay, yeah, sure. The first one kind of pops him up in the air a little bit. The second one slams him up against the ceiling, and the third one like crushes him down into the floor. So it's like like shooting cans in Duck Hunt or something, or in
So-
one of those kind of.
Elaborating on
Hogan's
what
Alley.
you had, because I know a little bit that you don't know.
Yeah, Hogan's
So of
Alley.
his 10 remaining hit points, the first one sends him up in the air for 2. And the second one hits him against the wall, and he falls to the ground, and he stands up, and he looks like he's going to be fine, and that third one comes in and just rails him to the ground, and he's dead.
Nice.
Because he had 10 hit points left, and you did 10 damage.
Ooh, nice.
So that takes us out of initiative. I should have given you that information before you described.
No,
But
that was good.
you are... Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Just work team.
We need that on the soundboard is what we need.
This is what I have for victory sound.
Yeah. Quacks. Give him the ducks.
I probably could
It's
add
the
that
victory
to my
cheer.
soundboard. Although I think I have to pay
All right,
extra for that.
All right, this seems to be the last room then, as we
Yeah,
look
let's-
around.
Let's check these guys out a little bit, see what they're holding, and then look around the room.
Sue is gonna go over to Grimhawk. Bloodied is half under your life, right?
Yeah, half your health.
Do you look bloodied, Cooch?
Not yet, but I've got some battle wounds.
I'll be right back 1 second.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, this is a point we can probably, since we're kind of at the last corridor, we could probably use our hit dice and get some hit points back without spending anything that's not recoverable.
A little bit of a short rest feels right.
And then I can identify the items that we pre-identified yet the last session, because I can spend 10 minutes in ritual cast identify. But there's still a treasure box in here, and I think Pepper's going to go for this one.
Hell yeah.
All right. So you want to take a short rest then?
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
you go-
first let's investigate the room and check out the bodies, and then set up for a short rest.
All right.
Hey, that'd be a good idea. Short rests are
Yeah.
great.
That works.
All right.
All right.
So they're checking the bodies out. I'm going for the chest. You can choose
There
whatever
isn't
order.
anything real spectacular. Well, actually, on number 1, there's that circlet on his head that is like golden, and clearly he was doing something with it because he shot stuff out of his forehead at you guys.
Yeah, I'll take that.
On both of them, actually make an investigation roll. Your chest, Pepper, or the chest in front of you, I should say.
I'm sorry, George.
Yeah, forget you're a female
Okay.
character.
I didn't know it was that kind of a.
Yeah. It's not locked. It's
Okay.
just sitting there with a latch on it.
Okay, yeah, I mean, we don't have a rogue, but I would be looking to see if it looks odd, like it could be trapped, but these guys don't seem that smart.
Yeah. You don't find anything particularly wonderful about the boss Grimhawk. He did have a spear. It's kind of beat up and old, but it's a spear if you wanted a spear for your inventory. Everything else is kind of ratty clothing and whatnot. Sue, what you found on them, you found the circlet, clearly, obviously. But something else you found in one of his pockets was this like scrap of red cloth. And pulling it out and kind of looking at it, and then looking over at Grim, looking at the other boss, you notice he's got a similar red cloth tied around his upper arm.
Grim, have you seen anything like this before? This kind of feels like gang colors.
Yeah, I'd love to do a history check, and I can I can do the blood sign if you want me to, but
I'm not even gonna make you make the roll because these guys would be known. Typically you see these on a gang of brigands called the Defias Brotherhood. But the Defias are all typically humans. So the fact that these bandanas / scraps of clothing it's weird. They don't look like Defias bandanas. They look like imitations of Defias bandanas.
The Wish version of bandanas.
Yeah, like the Kobolds like want to be in the gang, but the Defias said no. So they went and found their own red cloth to wear.
oh, maybe they're initiates.
I don't know, it's odd. Either way, Kobolds normally don't aren't organized like that. And B,
I don't know.
it's strange.
Grimhawk, I feel like the humans would be not willing to put up with this type of riffraff running around with their colors.
I think it's interesting for us to keep an eye on an organized band of kobolds and humans. Could be problematic in the mines.
Yes, it could. Very disturbing indeed. Pepper, what have you found down there?
As you open the chest in front of you, there's a flask in there. Kind of odd. It looks like a water skin, but it's a flask. When you pick it up, it kind of there's liquid in there. It sloshes around like there's liquid in there. Weighs about 2 pounds ish.
Can I crack the top and smell it? See if it just smells like water or if they've got something stronger in there.
Sue, before you have a chance to do that, as you pull it out, Sue was gonna pull dad move and walk up and not snatch it from your hand, but put my hand on top of yours and say, "Please, let me check it."
I would. Oh yeah. Okay. Continue. Sorry. Please check it.
Yeah, please let me check it before you open this.
I would like you to make a dexterity check to try and stop Pepper from opening this before she does. Pepper, you can make an opposed check if you like, or you can just try and beat your dex.
Just a dex check.
Yeah, just a dex check.
14.
Beat a 14.
16.
So you go over there and you're about to stop, and Pepper pulls the cork out and she turns it and goes to sniff it, and there's like no smell to it.
Seems fine. It's just water.
In fact, it doesn't even feel like there's like liquid in there. Although it feels like there's liquid in there when you slosh it around.
Child, how many
Kinda
times
strange.
must I tell you not to open up bottles and sniff it?
I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
You could die, young lady.
Your skin could turn green.
As I'm looking at Sue with battle wounds going, yeah, like I think I'm better off than you are right now, but you know.
I will not allow you to speak to me this way. No, I'm kidding. Sue's just gonna shake his head, mutter "goddamn kids" under his breath, and ask to see, do you mind if I take a look at this flask, please?
That's fine, and I'll hand him the flask, but then I'll start. I'll ask them for the items that we found so far to identify them, so that we can actually retcon that identify was cast. So while they're taking the short rest, and I'll do identify on at least the 2 items, and then the flask if need be, and then the circlet probably.
Yeah, I would hand her the circlet.
So,
to
because
identify.
it's a ritual casted, it takes 11 minutes, I believe, for each casting. So it's going to take most of the short rest to identify
So
everything.
you're basically abandoning the short rest in favor of identifying. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
only down like 9 hit points, so I'm
So
okay.
all what items were you identifying?
So it was the dried leeches would have been the first one, and then the
Okay.
balloon pack,
Yep.
and then probably the circlet first,
Okay.
and then the flask.
Let me do this quick. Go here. This circlet, it is magical. It is a circlet of blasting. While wearing this circlet, you can use an action to cast the Scorching Ray spell with it. When you make the spell's attacks, you do so with an attack bonus of +5. The circlet can't be used this way again until the next dawn. So you get a free Scorching Ray once a day with it. Does not require attunement, which is kind of a cool thing.
And for those of you who know, Scorching Ray is the toss the hockey wrench spell.
Yes.
Yeah. That shit's awesome.
Wait, it's
If
what?
that makes
You toss hockey wrenches from your forehead.
it's so
awesome. It's the greatest spell that ever existed.
the old sound effect on Sirenscape or whatever, it was a weird language and it sounded like they yelled toss the hockey wrench. I was like, what? Okay, well, so that's what we just said.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
really funny.
I don't think that was ever on the stream though.
No.
That was
No,
a
that was
Wednesday night
Wednesday
thing.
night. Yeah.
The flask that you find, it is really, really strange because you spend some time with it. You pull the cork on it, you dump it like you're going to dump water out, but nothing comes out. You spend the time looking at it and realize after trying to identify it that it's a decanter of endless water. So you can use an action to remove the stopper and speak one of 3 command words, and that's the part you were missing, you realize. Whereupon an amount of fresh water or salt water, your choice, pours out of the flask. Water stops pouring out at the start of your next turn. Choose from the following options. Stream, which produces 1 gallon of water. Fountain, which produces 5 gallons of water. Or a geyser, which produces 30 gallons of water that gush forth in a 30-foot long, 1-foot wide range. As a bonus action while holding the decanter, you can aim the geyser at a creature you can see within 30 feet of you. The target must succeed on a DC 13 strength saving throw, or take 1d4 bludgeoning damage and fall prone. Instead of a creature, you can target an object that isn't being worn or carried that weighs no more than 200 pounds. The object is either knocked over or pushed up to 15 feet away from you.
Yeah, I'm very excited about this.
Well, that sounds delightful.
Both those items are in D&D Beyond,
Mhm.
so you can add them to your inventory.
Well, I will say that the Circlet of Blasting, I think I have enough ranged spell attacks that I don't need the Circlet of Blasting, and I think it would be really cute for one of the other Circlet, so definitely want them to have
Your
that.
mic just cut out
Oh,
or
it did.
switched.
All right. Well, if you can still hear me, one of you guys can fight over who wants the Circlet.
I mean, I have ranged stuff too, so I don't know if Cooch wants.
Hey, a ranged option for the dwarf? Not a bad
I
idea.
mean, I've been tossing hockey wrenches since y'all were in diapers, so I love that circlet.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
we can pass that off to the
What's
dwarf.
the name of it?
Circlet,
of blasting.
and then Tom, you with that decanter, I think.
Yeah, I would
that's
like the
something you-
decanter.
All
It
right.
smells shenanigans.
All right.
I don't know what you're talking about, John.
It's a good shenanigans item. Things that knock stuff prone and backwards 15 feet.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, all this stuff is interesting to Pepper, but she's like, well, if I don't have to carry it.
It was the decanter of endless water, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
What would I be missing if I can't find it in the inventory?
It probably is just possibly not turned on. Like all the magical items.
Oh, it might be.
I think what I had to do was go back to the start and
Turn on everything. Yeah.
after creating my character, turn on.
Got it. Okay. I'll go ahead and do that.
All right.
And then, if you guys were taking a short rest while I identified those, I don't know if you guys rolled hit dice or not.
I did.
Yeah. You should roll some hit dice.
I'm back to full health. I took
Yep.
2 of my 3 hit dice,
Yay.
Nice.
and the people rejoiced.
So what would you like to do? The mine is cleared out.
Towards the end, I think we'd talk about, like, obviously the gold that they were mining isn't here. So they must have been hauling it somewhere. Do we want to investigate that, or do we want to go back and tell Marshall McBride that there are no more kobolds in the mine?
Well, while we are here, it probably would not hurt to scour the area for any such loot. One
Loot?
cannot leave gold just lying around.
I will need investigation checks from you guys if you're going to scour for gold in the mine.
I'm good at this. 13. And yes, good is relative.
Dirty 20.
Ooh.
Well,
By the way, I have expertise in investigation, so I get +7.
Perfect. You do find a little bit of gold in the, like, there's a couple of gold veins in the mine, but there's nothing loose from the wall. And you'd have to take a significant amount of time to try and pry any worthwhile out.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I'm not-
below my status. I'm not taking a
I
pickaxe
don't
in my.
want to.
I'm not a miner, damn it.
Yeah, he won't do it. I'm not
Your
gonna
elders.
chip now.
I pay people to do that for me.
Cool. You rolling out then?
I think so.
Yeah, I think once we leave the entrance of the cave, I would actually take just a 100-yard look around the outside of that cave opening to see if anything was stashed.
Don't notice anything stashed anywhere. Looking around, you do see tracks leading away. Actually
think
lead to the where this. I mean, how far do you want to follow it? Because you do see the
I think you said the freshest tracks were not the ones leading back to town.
yeah.
Back to the Abbey.
Yeah, they're not leading back to the Abbey. They're actually leading off in the direction of the gate that you guys came through because the whole Northshire Valley is kind of gated off by this massive wall. And they're leading that way.
I would like to check these out. I think we should follow these to see where they go. Would you like to join me, or do you think we should go back?
I would love to follow him.
Mm-hmm. I'm not going back on my own, so I'm following.
All right. Oh, hell. Let me bring this
All
up.
right, going back.
You know what we need, Grim?
Bring that up.
We need to get one of those
Don't say it. Don't say it. Not bungee tether.
that is literally what I was gonna say. We need to get a bungee tether for her so
We've
that she
been
has like
friends for way too long for me to not know exactly what you were thinking.
I'm a hypo. Yeah, that's okay.
Oh, that was good.
That's it. That's all I got.
You follow the you follow this trail for a while.
Show title.
I'm hyper. Yeah, you follow the trail for a while, and it eventually leads to a smaller cave. Yeah, all of you may actually have. It looks like it's just big enough to fit a minecart. Like it's gonna be cramped quarters to walk into this cave.
Easy for me.
Yeah, the dwarf wants to go in and look at it, maybe.
Yeah, I'll take a peek.
How far into the cave do you go? Because it's dark and it doesn't like open up at all anywhere nearby.
I have some pretty decent dark vision. I'm gonna go as far in until I can't see the light at the entrance anymore.
And that is far enough for you to go in, and it does eventually, like 300 feet or so in, open up just a little bit that maybe a human could stand in there. But what you hear before you get to that opening is running water. And there is a stream there. And it looks like carts were stopped there and left there or emptied there. Almost looks like they were dumped into the water or something.
All right, so I'm gonna walk back out and report back that
water,
if
by the
people-
way, is not a stationary. I made it sound like it might be a pond. It's not a pond. It's a running river.
I made
basically.
that connection.
Okay, cool.
So I'm gonna walk back and tell people that it looks like people were pushing mine carts down here, and then somehow emptied its contents and rolled it down the stream to escape. So whatever it is long gone.
Does it look like the stream is something that we could follow, or
You got a dinghy?
How well do you swim?
I'm not gonna go ahead and swim, but if you got a dinghy,
It is an. I will say it is an active river. Like it's flowing, and it's relatively stable where it's flowing at. But who knows what's further down the river? That could become rapids real quickly.
Maybe we should go back.
You though, I mean, if you want to go that way, go for it.
I think we
Could be
should go
fun.
back and find out where this underground river flows out to. Maybe we can, instead of taking the dangerous path, maybe we can just, go overland and find out where the water comes out.
What an idea!
go
Okay,
farther.
which way was it going?
South.
I'll explain I'll explicate the process and where I think it was headed, and I didn't see any turns, or I did. We'll go through that in detail.
All right.
Well, I mean, we could guess, or we could go back and get a map from Colonel What's-His-Face that gave us this adventure.
Marshall McBride.
Yep, Marshall McBride.
Colonel, what's his face?
Colonel
I'm gonna put Colonel Sanders in here just for the hell of it.
Captain Chi McBride gave us these directions.
I'm good for traveling. I don't think we need a map. There's only so far we can go.
You say that. But if you want to adventure, we can adventure.
I mean, Tumgrim's gonna say, if we're looking for the glory, mate, we better find out where this is going.
Fair enough.
The way Tumgren says mate, he's like a dwarven Jack Sparrow. It's great. So are you water? You going the water route? Or are you walking?
Well,
Walking in the direction of the water stream.
Mm-hmm.
So you go back out and you start walking south along the ridge line there?
Yep.
How far do you walk?
Can I do a survival check to see if we can kind of track this? And since my family is a ranger family, may I have advantage?
Yeah, you can do a survival check and you can try and track this at advantage. Sure. I mean, keep in mind. Okay, so what you're trying to do is track a river that you know it flows south from a cave on the other side of 300 feet of rock. And you rolled an 8. You have no freaking clue.
That's why.
Honestly,
I'm a cleric. I'm not a ranger.
you honestly stab in the dark. Think this may run to the Stormwind sewers. Is what you're thinking. This may be where Stormwind gets fresh water out of the mountains.
Feels right.
That's your guess with an 8.
Right. Now I'll say that. Trust me, I'm an elf.
Mhm.
Oh,
Well, if he says it with confidence,
Talking about the human city.
I would then ask the question. Well, like, then it's probably a engineered thing. Like, do you think the dwarves dug the tunnel for the water?
Nothing about it looked man-made.
Okay.
When Tumgren was in there,
Okay.
it looked like a natural underground river.
do 'em. Glad we bring ye along. Let's head back.
Sounds good.
Let's report out to Marshall.
Sewell accidentally said geyser when he wanted a drink of water.
Wrong flask.
Wrong glass. Wrong word. So you head back to the Abbey then? Yes?
Yeah, I guess we would
Yes.
head back to the general area.
All right. So heading back to the Abbey, you approach it, and there seems to be a few more people this time in the common hall. Go ahead and make a perception check as you walk into the main hall of the Abbey.
I just figure that they're there for me.
Yeah, yep. Seems right.
God damn it, my roll suck.
15.
This is actually really, really kind of appropriate. Pepper, you notice that these people, the couple of newcomers that are here, their skin. And skin seems to be a kind of a thing for you that you notice since your skin turned green. The skin on their fingers is around like their fingertips and like their first like 2 knuckles of their fingers is all kind of stained like purpley colored or bluish like poor circulation or something like that. There's like 5 of them or so.
Yeah, I will definitely mention that to the more medically trained members of our party. That hey, check out their fingers. That's odd.
Make a knowledge check.
Medicine check?
Yeah, you could make a medicine check. You can make a medicine
I'll make
check.
a history check because
That would be
I
a good
wouldn't-
thing. Yeah, a
And
history
then
check would be
Smoot
better
make
for a
the-
dwarf in this instance.
Fuck
Yes,
me.
honestly.
Nothing.
Yeah, you definitely
7.
think something's wrong with their hands. Both of you do. Like you're really like almost to the point where maybe we should avoid them. That looks like it might be contagious.
The purple death.
The purple death,
I'm gonna need to change my dice, aren't I?
maybe, possibly. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I want to do this. Okay. So where do you go? You're in the common hall in the Abbey. Dude's still sitting there playing solitaire, quote unquote solitaire.
If the marshal's not downstairs, then I think I'd head for the stairs.
Yeah, we'd go check up check up in his office, not check up his office. 'Cause that's gross.
Is that code? Yeah, you go check on.
I'm a cleric, not a proctologist. God damn it.
It's pronounced orifice, not office.
There's the title.
Perfect. Yeah, you go up there. The door's closed. Knock on the door and come in.
Yeah, we'll go in.
Yeah. And then
Back from the mine.
Tom Grimm will immediately just as expected, the mine is now clear, safe for all comers. There were a couple kobolds. It was a very dangerous situation for anyone as ill-trained as your miners, but for us, nary a worry. The mine is now clear and safe for all.
Although you may want to have somebody go there and actually remove the bodies before it stinks too much.
Oh, I'll send someone to remove the bodies. That's easy enough. Burn a few kobolds. Excellent. Good. Reward for you. What did we decide? What did I?
You said 100 apiece, didn't you?
100 apiece. Yes. Here. Pulls open a drawer and grabs a small chest out of it, unlocks it, and pulls out pouches of gold and drops them on 3 of them on the desk. Closes it up, locks it, puts it back in his drawer.
Cool.
There you go. Was wondering, we're having a small issue with the vineyard. Millie Osgood may have some more information on it, but currently we are not getting any of our grapes to make our wine. And Brother Niles is getting antsy that our wine supplies are getting low. Do you think you could go talk to Millie and see what's going on with the vineyard and why production has ceased?
Sue's ears kind of perk up when he hears vineyard and wine.
Pepper's ears kind of perk up when she hears wine.
Yeah, sounds right.
So they're in. Apparently payment will be a bottle of wine.
Oh, we're asking for more than just a bottle, young man.
Yeah.
We want an industrial strength cask that can only be moved by a 4-horse drawn cart.
For a similar fee, we would have no worries scoping out this area and making sure that all is safe for your vineyard workers.
Pepper goes wide-eyed looking at these two because, like, this is the most gold that we've had yet. And for her, it's like, really? Like, I mean, they paid us to do, like, 4 chores. But she doesn't say anything.
I will see what I can do about a similar fee. It may not be quite as much. Millie may have more for you, though. She may know a bit more about what's going on. She is the head of the vineyard. She's in the kitchen right now. Most of her workers are in the main hall.
No problem. Just when you're dealing with the best, we are high in demand. So
Understood.
Just wanted to make sure.
With the armies away at war, I do understand, and your assets. You are a great asset to the Northshire Abbey here at the moment. But yeah, I will see what I can do. I can't just pass out the kingdom's gold.
Of course, we wish for a happy and healthy life, just as you. Perhaps we can barter for some wine. Let's sort this out as gentlemen once the deed is done.
That sounds more than fair to me.
And then, so I'm gonna walk out and try to get Pepper's attention and say, "That's how you do it, Pepper. That's how you get respect around here." And I bang my shield.
Sue rolls his eyes.
Yeah, Pepper probably does too, but after Grimhawk looks away.
Maintaining political
Yep.
indifference or not taking a side. Or taking both sides.
All right, do we need to stop anywhere to collect any resources before we go?
The vineyard is on the
South
same
side.
campus,
Southeast side of the valley.
Okay.
It's not marked on the map, but it's there.
Much of a walk, or
No, but in fact, probably even less than mine.
okay.
Maybe
So
15, 20 minutes.
so Sue
Sue, what
doesn't
do
need a
your
horse.
spells look like?
Not great. I have one level 1 and 2 level 2 slots. How long,
that's
John,
plenty.
did it take us to go there, do this, and come back? Like, is it getting close to dinner time? Is
4
it...
hours.
Oh, 4
No.
hours. That's it.
You're barely to noon.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, let's
So-
go talk to the vineyard person. We'll see what.
Yeah, I mean, we
figure a
can
half-hour
always...
walk
Yeah.
each way, and then hour-long rest. 2 hours would be a lot of time that we would have spent.
Yeah.
So
You're
Who
thorough.
are we going to meet with again?
Millie Osgood is her name. She is supposedly the head of the vineyard, the Northshire Valley Vineyard.
All right, I will lead the way.
You head down, I assume, to the kitchen, which is where you were told she was.
Yep.
She is down in the kitchen. She's not hard to find. A short brown bob haircut, purple tabard with grapes on it, and a loose-fitting, like, blousey shirt and comfortable slacks with soft, supple leather boots that are good for walking in. She's arguing with a gentleman that looks like a priest from the area. He is best guess slightly intoxicated, but he is complaining about the lack of wine at the Abbey, and that the shipments have not been made, and the Abbey cannot go without its wine. So where are the shipments? And you see him end up storming off, inebriated enough that he hits the door frame on the way out, and then keeps going. And you see Melly kind of sit against the counter and pinch her top of her nose and forehead area and be just like,
Millie. And I will
yes.
I will take a deep, grandiose, noble bow. I am Sue.
Huh. Wow.
And this is
Sue?
Sue.
Sue, okay.
And this is my companion. These are my companions, Grimhawk and Pepper. We understand that you're having an issue with your vineyard.
Yeah, that issue would be an understatement. So you guys fight well? You don't mind cutting it up with a blade or sword or stuff like that?
Yes, we have much
Yeah,
experience in such.
How do you feel about the Defias?
Fuck them?
Ah,
Great. Perfect. Excellent. All right. Do you like wine?
Yes, we do like to partake.
Oh, have I got a job for you? I can give you a case of wine. A case of wine. If you could go get my vineyard back. There is a gang of 5 Defias bandits that have chased us off the vineyard and taken over the guard shack at the vineyard. Beyond that, if you could honestly take a moment to stop in the vineyard, and she reaches on the counter behind her and grabs this like leather sack that is like flimsy and loose and clearly empty, and hands it to you and says, if you could stop at the vineyard and fill this up with as many grapes as you can find. They're already probably picked and in just buckets. If you could dump them all in here and bring them back to me, that would be wonderful. Don't worry, it's going to take a lot of grapes to fill this bag. Then I can start making more wine for Brother Niles.
Yes.
Is Brother Niles always such a prick?
He's grumpy about his wine.
Someone should tell that ruffian that if he doesn't settle down, someone may teach him some manners.
He has connections with the cathedral in Stormwind. So no one really talks down to him for fear of getting on the wrong side of the light, apparently. So
Well, I have my own
he's a
connections.
customer for me, really. I mean, my vineyard supplies all the wine for the well, not all the wine for the Cathedral of Light in Stormwind, but all the wine for the Northshire Abbey, definitely, and some of the wine for the cathedral. So, I mean, the McClures, south of Goldshire, they supply some of that wine too. But yes, take this bag, bring back wine, or not wine, grapes to make wine, and eliminate the defies for me. I would really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Because that's kind of pathetic. And she points to one of the big grape mashing basins that they stomp on with their feet. And there's like maybe that much of crushed grapes in the bottom of it, like an inch in the bottom of it, like a single layer of grapes. It's like that isn't going to hardly make anything. Oh, if you can bring me back something that shows that you've eliminated the defias and bring me back my grapes, I got a case of wine for you. Good wine too. Not that sacramental crap we make for the Abbey.
I picture it
Umgren's
like
walking for the door already.
Is the liquid in the vat? Is it purple?
Yes.
Is it a similar purple to the fingers and
Yes.
that we're seeing on people?
Yes.
I think Pepper would make the connection.
Yep.
I picture this adventure kind of like Robin Hood Men in Tights with the cart pulling up with
Tights.
with the
We're gonna get fish snickered everywhere.
with the sacramental vine.
We're going to bless the
until we
trees
pass
and we're
out.
gonna bless.
We've got all sorts of things to bless. We got trees. We've
Oh.
got rocks. All right, that's it.
Squirrels.
Scavarls.
And
Wales.
Scarrels, yes. So, you had to.
Yeah, I'll walk out, and as we're walking out, I'll just mention to Pepper, because I just assume that Grimhawk cannot afford to be quiet. he doesn't have it in him. So I'm gonna tell Pepper, as we get close to the guardhouse, I would like you to stay behind us and keep an eye out. Be quiet. We want to catch these guards
Okay.
by surprise as much as we can.
Makes sense. I can do that.
Okay. And then I'll start heading towards the vineyard.
All right. Did you guys see the map change?
Oh,
Are we trying to roll stealth? Is that what we're trying to do?
I don't know. Are you trying to roll in there stealthily?
I would
So,
say
probably
that's what
just me.
That's what Stu's trying to say, I think.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I'd say if we could. Oh, where'd the dice roller go?
I don't think there's any fog of war here. Does that matter?
I know. I'm adding you guys to the map. I'm putting you where you're coming in. It's
Okay.
pretty obvious. You're coming in from this side. Here. I can describe to you what you're seeing. Pepper's leading the way, likely.
No,
As you come in.
Pepper's hiding in the behind, like in the back.
Yeah, my point
Oh,
was
okay.
to.
Pepper would be Pepper's trying to stealth in case the other two get jumped. Hopefully Pepper has an advantage.
Basically, my point was to kind of keep her behind us because we're older and more experienced, and she's young and impetuous.
Got it.
So
you guys-
Pepper is trying to stealth.
All right. Cool. I'm gonna have to do this real quick. I gotta duck out. I gotta pee. too much coffee this morning. I will be right back.
All right. So do we want to?
Of a
Are we trying to
2-hour
roll?
long session.
Are we trying to roll stealth then? Trying to be like creep up in the tree lines and stuff?
I mean, we can. I'm not opposed.
You look back and you probably don't see Pepper.
And I guess my question to John is, where are we coming in? Are we coming in from? Let's see here. Where's my ping?
I mean, we're up here, right? So we could,
Yeah. Like I was gonna say, are we coming
You
in?
could
from...
try to come in on a tree line.
right?
I'll go the other side then.
What is
What
that?
happened? What did I do?
I pinged.
What did I do?
Cool thing.
I
Yeah,
pinged.
what was that? That was cool.
Okay, it was right where I was clicking at the time, and I'm like, I don't think I did anything, but I think I did something.
So yeah, I was gonna say, are we coming in from this way, or are we coming in from this way, or? Because if
I like what you're doing there. Like, you guys
Yeah.
are, like, what you said is basically, we'll handle this, and you just make sure we don't get jumped, kind of thing.
Well, I'm gonna roll stealth then because I want to catch these bandits unaware.
And you do it with disadvantage, I believe.
Terrible disadvantage with +1 bonus. So
You might. Who knows? Maybe you'll double nat 20s.
be running single digits, I think.
All right, I'm back.
all right,
All right, so we determined that we're gonna try to stay like hidden as much as possible, so that we can hopefully catch the bandits unawares.
All right.
But
Why
I'm
don't
gonna
you
be
make some
rolling
stealth checks?
So I rolled a-
on stealth.
I rolled a 16, and I'm letting them take the lead, so I probably got in place. And well, that seems appropriate.
All right.
mm-hmm. Yep, I got a 1.
Good thing I did not stay near them. Apparently,
It is a very good thing. Yeah, they stop. You actually hear one of them say, "What was that?" So there is no surprise round. They are aware of you. You are aware of them. Let's roll some initiative as you come up upon these bandits.
And Tumgrim immediately says, "Sue, shush!"
So initiative, that is Pepper with a 14. Graham with an 18.
God damn it! I'm changing my
And
dice.
Sue with a 3. But I honestly think that's probably how you want it.
I like
Unless-
that.
Grimhawk wants to switch with anybody. No?
No,
First man in?
yeah.
All right. That starts us with you then. Grimhawk, you are in.
All right, I'm gonna dance. Let's see.
Let me do this real quick because I created this.
All right, I'm gonna stop here because I'm practically giddy to use this new circlet.
oh, it's still. They used it already today.
Oh, so I can't use it because
I'm gonna, as the DM, say
Extended.
he gets to use his new shiny
Alright.
toy. Oops,
Alright.
shit.
Oh. I mean, we took a short rest. When does it recover?
It's on a long rest that it does it, but I'm gonna say because
Okay.
it's got a new owner,
Okay.
you can use it.
Well, I'm into
It's like
it.
a genie lamp.
Yeah.
There's 3
So,
wishes, but every
I'm gonna
person gets their own.
I'm gonna scorching ray on A
All right.
then, and attack 1 is for 6. Attack 2 is
This is
for
to hit.
6.
This is
and
the dice going, no, DM, this is not how this item works.
I rolled
Six,
2 3 times.
The earth cracks open and a demon comes out of the ground.
Wow.
On 3 6s.
All right. Needless to
kidding.
say, I'll be choosing a different die, but
Fair.
it looks like I'm in the middle of the meadow. I reach for my circlet, like it does nothing.
No,
Because-
they'll go like this. It's like just like lights for you. It's like, ta-da! Tungren's here.
And all I'm actually gonna do is light the vineyard on fire at some point.
Which is actually kind of funny.
So that didn't work the way I drew it up, but my turn's over.
Right.
And I'm feeling pretty sheepish in the middle of nowhere.
Are you
All
surprised
right, Pepper.
that it didn't go great? Are you really surprised?
Nope, not at all.
Wow. Okay. I know this is probably a terrible plan, but I'm going to, since I'm still hidden theoretically, because I was not walking with them, I'm going to use my action to activate my tattoo.
Okay.
Let me go to my inventory to read it. It is it's a spell tattoo, so I infused it with mage armor. So I will activate mage armor,
Okay.
which ups my AC, I think, by 3. Because it changes your base. Instead of 10 plus your dex, it's 13 plus your dex.
Okay.
So, and that would be my action, and I don't think I have a bonus action, so
Sounds good.
let's see if I did that right. No, didn't do it.
All right. Bandit A is going to... Defias Bandit A is going to charge Grimhawk. He is going to swing with a scimitar to hit you. Short sword. That is a 8 to hit.
Does not hit.
See, B is going to 5, 10, 15, 20. He's going to try and do the same thing with his short sword. That's an 8 to hit. What the hell is with rolling the same number repeatedly?
Yep, block with my shield.
C is going to, seeing the two of them have him, he's going to establish a better position because, well, hang on a minute. I got to roll a perception check for him. Beat a 15. He did not, so he does not see you. So he's going after Grimhawk as well.
This is not working out in your favor, Cooch.
8?
My man.
Are you kidding?
What?
Just roll 3
Is there
8s.
something
I just
wrong with
rolled
D&D
3.
Beyond right now?
This is
Oh,
kind
man.
of funny.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He sees Sue coming to there, and he's going to pull up a light crossbow and fire at Sue. That was an 8 on the die. It's an 11 to hit.
That is not a hit.
And then we are to Sue. As they move through, they see you guys. One of them yells for the Defias as they start attacking.
Sue is gonna yell back, "Fuck the Defias!" And do. Yeah, I think I'll do. Oh, where's my spell set there? I'm gonna do. I'll do Sacred Flame against the one. Was that? Is that D?
Yeah,
that's-
straight down from you?
Yeah. So that's a Dexterity save.
Dexterity saving throw.
Yes, sir.
Dexterity saving throw.
Save that Dexterity.
3!
That is definitely not
He
a
rolled
save.
a 2.
Not a
No,
save.
he does not save.
So he will take 2 radiant damage.
2 radiant damage to
Yeah.
D.
I'm a psycho
2.
killer. 2 damage.
Psycho killer. Does it complete your turn?
Yeah. Yes. Yep. I'm gonna stay kind of. Cause can they see? They can't see me through those trees, right? It's just the one guy can.
Yeah. I made a roll for C to notice you, but he didn't notice you, and the other guy when he went to flank to get around the backside, then he saw you and he fired his arrow. So
I guess my question is, am I under like partial cover if I stay there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, from arrows. From B and A, definitely.
Okay.
Probably not C.
Okay. Cool. Then yeah, I'm gonna stay where I'm at, and keep his attention on me because I know Pepper's across the way.
If you're seeking partial cover, you could take a 5-foot step to your right.
Oh.
Into the tree line there.
I will do
That would give you partial cover from everybody. There you go.
Is that going to hamper
It is difficult terrain further in.
Okay.
But
is that going to hamper my
that also
my stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
Everyone but D. I mean, D, you'll be able to.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, on your turn,
Alright.
you can take a step out, do
Tumgrim
something, and then step back in.
or Grimhawk. This again, I want you to have a cleave ability. We got to figure out how that works and how we get you one.
I know.
Because you got 3 dudes around you right now.
I was
There
looking
probably
through
are
the
feats that do
feet.
that. Or
Yeah, I was looking through them. I didn't see anything.
I wonder if
that-
it's a
whirlwind.
fighter maneuver,
Or a weapon proficiency
something like that.
for like a greatsword or something.
Yeah, I need
Oh.
to take a look, but
A weapon mastery
I have-
or whatever.
Yeah, weapon mastery.
yeah, if I had a cool battle axe, I could do something different. I have a warhammer, so I can push, but that's about it. Maybe there's a cool one with a different weapon type. All right, so my turn. Yeah, I
Yep.
will.
Yeah, it is your go, sir.
I will just swing at. Let's see, who's the first guy that would have really pissed me off? Probably C. I'll take a look at
C? Yeah.
attacking him with the warhammer.
These guys do not have pack tactics.
13 to hit.
A 13 does hit.
Oh, yay! All right, I'm immediately. Since I took a short rest, I get my Paladin Smite back, so I'm going to do that. Which is 9 damage plus 12.
21 damage.
Yep. 21.
Would you like to describe how he dies?
Smashing this guy right in the stomach. You hear like the bones crack, and punctures his lungs, and he just can't breathe, and then he just like topples over.
Yeah, you hit him once real good in the chest, and there's that moment where he pauses like he's stunned, and then he tries to exhale, and it's just blood out the mouth, and he falls over.
Boom.
All right, that was your action. Bonus action.
Yep. Yeah, I don't have anything else, so I'm good.
Cool. Pepper, we are back to you. This
Cost
thing.
me spell slot, actually.
What was your
I feel like it's worth it.
stealth roll?
I don't know if it's going to matter. It was
16.
15 or 16, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you're still stealth. Being in the
I'm
tree
gonna-
line there and having all the action going on elsewhere.
I'm going to take a step out, though.
Yep.
Come on. Grab my
He's
token.
D is completely focused on Sue. So.
All right. Well, let me see if this is a... So it is a... I'm casting a spell that does have a verbal component.
Okay. And A is going to yell,
Um,
look out, because he rolled an 18 on his perception check to see as you stepped out.
Sorry, Tungren, but we probably have talked about this. They're all in a 10-foot radius, so why don't you have everybody in that circle, including Grimhawk, make Constitution saving throws.
Okay.
Makes
A
sense to me.
has a 10. B has an 18. And D has a 4.
All
So
right.
A and D, I am assuming.
And how did
14?
14 is good. All right. So those who saved, it was 13 was the save.
Okay.
only take half of this, and the 2 that didn't save take all of it.
Okay, so B is
Yes.
the one that did save. So
Here they go. So 12. 12 for the full and 6 for the half.
okay, you want to describe how B dies with the full? Or no. Sorry. My bad. B
There's A and
takes
D.
6.
That.
Yes. Would you like to describe how A and D die?
Sure. So it's this is shatter again, so a loud noise. And it is thunder damage. So I'll say it kind of knocks them backwards, kind of like not like a blast backwards, but kind of topples them backwards, and they just like fall back, clutching their ears.
Okay.
I have to remember that when there's a group like this, I have to give Cooch guidance or Grimhawk guidance.
That is fair. Yeah, so then A is gone, and so is D.
But that was loud enough that if there's anybody else around,
Oh, yeah. Oh, for
they're
sure.
not gonna. Yeah. And then I would step back behind the trees, but you know, it's more for cover than for hiding. Because I think they know I'm there.
All right.
Sorry, Grimhawk, but it's a 2-for-1 deal.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get the deal. I've got my little earplugs in, but it only helps the sound. It doesn't help the impact.
Only helps so much. I feel that bass in your chest.
Yeah.
So then B is going to swing at Grim with his short sword still. That's 17 to hit.
So close, but still a failure, loser.
All right. That moves us all the way down because C and D are also dead. Sue, it's your go.
Okay, so if C and D are dead, then I am going to step out.
The only one alive is B.
All right. There's B. So I'll go 10, 15, 20. And I'll toll the dead. He has damage on him, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll toll the dead.
You just took 6. Okay.
Wisdom save.
Something saving, right?
Wisdom.
Wisdom save.
Oops, wrong button.
18.
Oh, that saves. Let's see.
So it's half damage, right?
The target missing.
No, that's
It's an all or nothing.
Pepper has it because it's a wizard subclass ability.
Got it.
It's an all or nothing thing.
All right,
Yeah.
so he saves. Which moves us, unless you got anything else. You moved your action. You got a bonus action?
No.
All right.
Okay.
No. Grimhawk, we're back to you, sir. There is one standing
All right.
Defias in front of you.
Finish
Here's what I would like to do. I would like to effort to restrain this one, and I would intend to bring him back to the Abbey.
Ooh.
So DM, let me know how if I would just roll a strength check against him. What are you thinking?
Yeah, because
I have
grapple him.
I have
and hold him.
manacles, right? So
I mean, could you hit him and knock
Do
him
you
out
have
instead
manacles?
of kill him?
I mean, you could do non-lethal damage if you
Non-lethal.
wanted to.
okay, that's what I'll intend to do is just the knockout.
Yeah, I'll allow non-lethal damage. I don't know if it's in D&D. I think it is. If you choose to do non-lethal, you can.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
It would be weird if it wasn't a thing.
Yeah, think
Yeah.
it was a thing. I think in
I know it's definitely a
was
Pathfinder.
very specific what you could and couldn't just knock
Yeah.
someone out with. But I think in D&D, as long as you're not like cutting their head off.
Yeah.
So I think you still got to hit them though.
All right. Well, I'll attempt to swing my warhammer with the button.
All right.
Break his nose.
Go to sleep.
13 to hit.
That hits. We've established a 13's a hit.
And then 7 damage to hopefully knock him out.
Would you like to describe how you knock him out?
Yeah, so I take the handle and boom, like right in the noggin, and hopefully he just falls backwards unconscious.
Yep. He seems like he's still breathing when you look at him. He's there. He's breathing. All these guys have either actually both tied to their like forearms like the kobold had, and around their faces masks, red masks with their leather armor. They all carry a light crossbow and a short sword that you can see very easily. Would you like to do anything with your unconscious friend here?
Yeah, I've got some manacles. I'd like to cinch him up and hopefully by both the arms and legs so that he's essentially hog-tied in this thing.
All right.
And then, I mean, we've got a job to do. We've got to collect grapes and
Well-
shit yet, so...
Sue is going to look around and say, Didn't she say there were 5 of them?
And at that moment when you're looking around, off to the east, you see a guy go running into the woods. Do you pursue him?
I'm busy with this guy, so I probably don't notice.
Yep.
Oh, I used my second level spell, so I don't have the ability to Misty Step. I would have to run. Wait, how far away is he when we would have the ability to take an action?
Like, he's like 20 feet off the map at that point. You may have to reset the map if you're chasing him. But chase him by all means if you like.
20 feet off the map?
Yeah.
So it'd be like 100. Let me see. How many charges do I have left? Alright. Because the magic missiles is 120 feet, I believe.
Sounds right. Right?
Jumping around.
Jump around.
Magic missile is 120 feet, so I would use 3 charges, which is 5. So third level magic missiles would be 5 missiles.
Get him.
And 1 is a 5. 2 is a 5.
Okay.
3 is 4, so 14.
Okay.
The fourth one is a 5.
Okay, so 19.
19, and the last one is 4. I rolled a 4, a 4, a 3, a 4, and a 3 on a d4. So 23 total if my math is correct.
It slows him down a bit as he's running to be pelted in the back repeatedly, and he stumbles. Let me give it this. He gets up as he's stumbling. He doesn't fall prone. He gets up and he continues running.
I would at least, for movement on my turn, or however you want to say it, I would at least move my 30 feet
Okay.
just to see, like, are we giving chase or not, and kind of look back and see.
If you're
Yeah, you-
running, I'll start running after you. So that would probably give you the impression that I'm running after him.
Okay, so how fast can you guys move?
Great question.
Just 30 for movement and 30 for an action if I dash.
Yeah, I have 30
Mm.
feet speed.
If it's like a clear, can see him the whole time path, I would probably try to follow. But if it's like a windy path, like what it looks like, where he could just stop off and hide somewhere, I think I stop at the edge of the woods here.
I was gonna say it's a little windy, and you realize pretty quickly that you aren't gonna catch him. He's faster than you are.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll stop then. But maybe that was just enough to keep him away. Or to bring twice as many friends next time. I don't know.
So south of here is the vineyard, where, as Millie stated, there are buckets of grapes that look like were in the process of being picked before the workers were chased off the property.
All right. Well, I'll go take the bag from Sue because I know Sue's not going to do any manual labor, and start shoveling grapes into a bag.
Okay.
Humgrim is picking up this douche nozzle and he's got him over his shoulder like firemen carry.
Actually, before you start doing this, Pepper, make a perception check for me.
Oh.
When you're at the edge of the woods, just before you give up on chasing him.
Not great. 9.
All right, yeah. All right, yeah. You go end up grabbing the bag and
Could I also do a perception check since I would have been standing there?
why would
Well, because I.
Oh
to see
yeah,
if-
because you did run up
Yeah.
to him, yes.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Probably when
I can
Pepper
allow it.
stops, that's when Sue
Yeah.
is like, okay. Yeah.
Like you had a moment where you ran up and you both kind of were looking at each other and looking in the distance like, he's fast.
23.
So yeah, Pepper, you're like, yeah, he's fast, and then you're gonna turn and go back. Sue, you noticed he dropped something, a piece of paper or something.
I will definitely go pick that up.
Pick it up. It looks like a folded letter.
I will open it and read it.
It says G. The letter G. Literally the letter G.
What up, dog?
It looks like the gold shipments have slowed down. Please check with our kobold friends. M. Signed M.
All right, I will bring this back to the group. I will walk back, and I'll actually open it up and show Grimhawk and say the one that got away apparently is G. Not sure what that name is, but it's signed by an M. Is this maybe something we need to question Millie about?
I wanted to grab this, mate, because now we can zone of truth him.
Yes, we can.
Do your thing, Sue. Do your thing, Sue.
Is he awake?
No.
Oh, okay. We'll have to bring him back until
He's sleepy.
slap him around a little bit, pour some cold water on him, tickle his toes.
Do you bring him back to the Abbey then? Or are you just bringing him somewhere to wake him up and zone of truth him?
Grim, maybe if we bring him back to Millie, we can zone of truth and then ask Millie about it.
Ah, indeed.
We could get two people for the price of one.
That's clever.
What if Millie is M?
That's literally what I fucking said, you kid.
Like 2 minutes later, Pepper's just a little slow on the trigger.
I like
I
the
was-
way you
yeah, I
think, Pepper.
I was collecting grapes. Just give me a break.
That's fair. That's fair. That is fair. Yes. As you're pouring the grapes in the bag, Pepper, they don't seem to be adding any weight to the bag.
Oh,
Very
I'll
strange.
keep looking in the bag. Like, is there a hole in the bottom?
No, it looks like there's like literally just black space in the bag. Like you don't even see the grapes. It's weird.
I'll stick my hand in just like to make sure, and
Feels like empty
I'll be-
space. Like
I'll be
you stick
thinking
your hand in,
grape
like
when
you put your hand in, like, and you think you're gonna hit the bottom of the bag, and you literally do one of these, and you're like, whoa, wait a minute.
I'll be thinking grape when I stick my hand in.
Oh yeah, a whole handful, a single grape. You think grape,
Yeah.
So a single grape
Or
ends
like-
up in your palm.
That'll be okay. Well, there's grapes in here, so I'll just
Pepper,
keep
what are
shoveling
you doing?
grapes.
Get
Might
your
wanna
arm out of
take
that
bag.
with us when we leave.
The bag is deeper than it looks.
Child,
She said.
that is a bag of holding.
That's what he said about her. Wait a second.
Hey, whoa, wait, wait, what?
It's not that kind of show, sir.
All right.
All right,
then,
let's head back to the Abbey.
All right,
Yeah.
cool.
Once she knows that, she'll actually use the bag like a shovel and just kind of like scoop, and they just
Yep.
disappear inside. It's like, this is way easier.
At a certain point, you're doing that, like the grapes stop, like they stop going in, and they'll pour out the top.
Hmm.
Bag doesn't
Man.
feel any heavier though, but apparently it won't hold any more grapes.
Gosh, that
And
must
what
have been
we'll
like
do is
500
we
pounds
will
of grapes you put in there.
we'll head back to the Abbey, and we will pick up at the Abbey with the prisoner and the bag of grapes and the letter, and yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, hang on a minute. We have a thing that we can do.
Oh,
Yay!
John, at some point before we head back to the Abbey, we'll obviously just investigate the bandits, see if they've got anything on them worthwhile.
I can tell you, they all have the bandanas on their mouth or on their face, like a bandit. They all have the bandanas on their arms, which are clearly the Defias, what you know as the Defias signifying marks. They also all have short swords and crossbows. Other than that, they're relatively unidentifiable as individuals. Almost like they went through like a military process and were handed, here is your leather armor, here are your red bandanas, here's your sword, here's your bow. Don't carry anything else with you that would identify you. Type thing.
Got it. Perfect.
Pepper's gonna grab 3 of the red marking cloths.
The red bandanas?
And
Sure. The Defias bandanas?
Yeah, stuff them somewhere just to, you never know. Maybe we
Alright.
want to use that as a costume decoy
I-
type.
I have a neat little thing I want to do after you do your outro. Well, actually, no, we can tie it here. And what I will say is, because you guys never played World of Warcraft, something neat that we aren't necessarily going to do here because you don't do this type of shit in D&D, but there is a quest at one point from Marshall McBride to go to the vineyard and collect Defias bandanas. You need 8 Defias bandanas to bring back to him, and then he gives you a weapon. So that's one of the quests in the game. So I'll kind of drop little World of Warcraft shit that won't be part of this adventure, but kind of pertains to it as we go along. It's kind of neat that you grab 3 of those bandanas.
Nice work.
Oh,
Nice
actually,
work,
I'll grab
Pepper.
4 so we can give 1 to the guy at to Marshall McBride to prove it, and I'll still have 3.
Nice.
Perfect.
All right, Tom, take us out of here.
All right, we are to. Oh, let me go back to
Wait, no,
this right here. All right, we are to
Yeah.
North Quest. We are here Sunday mornings, 8 a.m. Central Time. I got it right this time.
Yeah.
Twitch.tv/TomMNorm, TOMMNORM. bit.ly/nerdtube. That is our YouTube channel. Patreon.com/2nerds1quest if you want to support the show. Podcast comes out for the patrons this afternoon. That is an unedited podcast. The regular edited podcast without pre and post show content will come out on Thursdays, 7:30 a.m. Get it, rate and review us. Let us know how we're doing. Give us some suggestions, some ideas. Tell us how we're doing. Rating us will help us get found. Do it. I dare you. I double dog dare you. And
Triple dog dare you.
yeah.
Slight breach etiquette by.
Yeah.
Anyways.
yeah.
Sorry.
With that being said, for me, for Coach, for Genius, and for the DMJC. There, nerds.
Who is this mysterious M?
Your mom.
And what do they want?